I'm Will Anderson.
We're a real-life married couple, actors, content creators, and big fans of the play that you just witnessed. And we're here to just ask a few questions and chat with this wonderful cast. So 2 shows for you today. Yeah. How's everyone feeling? True. It's a marathon. It's a marathon. 2 shows today and 9 shows this week. Correct. Yeah. A marathon. And you made it.
Yeah. Made it to the other side.
Excellent.
With you.
With you. Excellent. So I'd like to ask the first question this evening. Is there a specific prop or costume piece, wig, something that helps shift you into character each night, like a specific, and we can sort of go down the line, either direction, whoever would like to go first.
Well, the wig.
The wig,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, and taking it off, because I can't see you guys without, I can't, that wig is so precise that I can't get glasses on with it. So anyway, the wig does it.
I would say the quirky earrings, putting those on and kind of doing the whole work thing in, scene 2 contrasting with the first scene is just putting this whole outfit on and the blazer and having the portfolio with me. It's really important.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is the portfolio fleshed out? Like, is it full of real information, or is it just
No.
It's probably You're not back there like studying.
No, I kind of wanted it to be. We didn't get around to it. It's fine.
Simple for me. I don't wear jewelry at all. So to have this gold stuff all around me,
Do you have
definitely character.
a particular favorite piece?
It's all, well, actually it's interesting because this ring, I don't wear jewelry, but this ring I got when I was 13 for my bar mitzvah, and I haven't worn it in many years. So that is a particular piece. Yeah.
I think you're about to be coming around, keeping the jewelry, keeping it going.
This is gone.
It's over.
For me, it's the book, obviously.
Sure.
Right? They're going to bury me with that book. Yeah, that's kind of fun. And I like the little drink umbrellas too. Like, I'm looking at them like I've never seen. They're like they're like little Martians in the thing there. It's fun to kind of play with the umbrellas. They don't always cooperate. They don't pop up the way they should.
And God bless bartenders.
For me, it's the glasses for sure. They definitely were a key part of the thing. I think Jason has a relationship to realizing that the things he thought he saw in his family and relationships were wrong, and so that kind of relationship between that and your literal glasses for sight is sort of the key prop.
You also had the idea for glasses and asked for them.
That's true.
When did this dawn on you?
I don't know. Sometime early in the process, it felt like it made sense for who Jason was, and there were moments where I felt like he was having this oh my god, everything I thought I knew is being turned upside down, but then it just felt like that's like you gotta take off your glasses and be like, what is happening? And so then that kind of became a thing.
It's the nose ring.
That's great.
Yeah. For Caitlin, the nose ring.
Sure.
I did one show without it and I hated it the whole time. I was like, she has to have a nose ring. She's not.
There was a show where she left it backstage right before we had to enter, and I've never seen someone sprint backstage faster to get a nose ring. It was impressive. It was impressive.
Yeah.
So, for a lot of you have been involved with the show from its inception, and how wonderful to keep the full cast together this whole time. And how has the show changed from its very first version to now, and how have you been a part of changing that yourself?
Well, it's changed a lot. We did it down at Theater for the New City, and it was a smaller production, and it was really the first time that Anne had put it out in front of an audience, the playwright, Anne Marilyn Lucas, and we all didn't know each other, so we were all just cast in it, and so, now we're almost like a company, I guess you could say, and we worked with a dramaturg. She worked with a dramaturg all year, really all summer and into the fall, making some changes, tightening it up, things like that. So it's changed quite a bit. And now to be in this gorgeous signature theater and the Alice Griffin, it's a real contrast aesthetically as well.
And we're just, because we've all been from the beginning with it. Like, I think everything's just a little bit more lived in, and like we really do have dynamics that we can kind of pull off of from more so than
Just one note, by the way, Frank Gehry designed this theater, and actually he died 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
the whole building.
Sorry.
Now he's somewhere with us this evening, I'm sure. He enjoyed the show.
He had the art of leaving.
That's right, he had the art of I always love, in ensemble pieces like this, asking, if you could trade places with another character, just for one performance, which character would you like to trade places with? Who would be fun for you to play?
I wanna be Caitlin. That would be really fun. It's such a great role.
And I would like to play Aaron.
I'll trade with Diana, because it's so grounded as opposed to, well, she's just real. I mean, so is Esther, but in a different way.
I want to trade with Esther. I want to play Esther.
I would also like to play
I want to play it.
Although if the wig fits.
Just for one.
Just give me one try, I swear.
Just for one.
For Jordan, since Aaron has so much throughout the play that is pretty cruel, pretty insensitive, how do you approach that each night and like find within yourself to like bring that to the character and play that honestly and truthfully?
Well, you have to actually kind of see, it is cruel and it is really insensitive, but you have to see it as he's trying to help people. He's trying to help his wife. That's how he sees it, you know? It's a little bizarre and it is uncomfortable, and God, I hope I'm not real like that in real life. But you know, it reminds me of a great story though, that film Network, that Sidney Lumet directed. He sent the script to Dunaway, and she read it, and she was like, Sidney, there's absolutely nothing redeeming about this character at all. Why do you want me to play it? She's grotesque. And he's like, isn't it great? Yeah, so it's kind of the same way. I mean, it's really kind of a great role as, you know, as vulgar and insufferable as he is. So you just gotta embrace it, you know?
And also, Aaron is mad as hell and he's not gonna take it.
Right,
That's perfect.
and, you know, this was sort of a catharsis for the playwright to write this play because she suffered a marriage like this. And she did not leave. So she wrote it, I think, 20 years after this really happened to her. And said, this is my catharsis. I'm gonna leave this time. So, I think there's a big message there, just to be brave and, be courageous if you can. But it's not always easy for people who are trapped.
100%. So we are coming up to the last week of performances. What is the one thing, as audiences are seeing this play in its final week, what do you hope that the audience, what's the main message you would like the audience to walk away with? Sorry.
Get out. Get out now. Or yesterday.
Yeah, I hope
What does that mean?
Yeah, I hope it inspires people
Oh, your dad married.
to be courageous and take that step.
Live their life for today.
Hell, I just want them to be delighted by it. It's just, I mean, obviously it touches on some very serious issues, which when my daughter saw it, she kind of reeled off the number of things. And I was like, it's all about all those things. No, but it's, in the end, it's a comedy. It's meant to delight, despite the fact that, it deals with some very serious issues. But I hope they come away having had a good time and a few laughs.
I think it shows that line very well,
Yeah.
where it really does. Like you said, there's a myriad of different issues that it touches on, but it does always come back to the love of you, which is pretty fun.
And we also want to open up, if there are any questions from the audience, if anyone has anything they've been considering throughout the performance. Does anyone have a question?
Any narcissists
Or
out there?
We have just a hat for you.
Please.
Do you have any stories of like the experience that you've had with the audience? I feel like this is one of the most like vocal audience experiences I've had in the theater in a while, where where people are like, get out! Like,
Oh my
no.
God, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, is there a different energy?
Yeah.
Some woman said at one point when I have about 80 billion lines that start with Dr. Stang says, noticed or not, but at one point, a woman shouted out, burn that book! It's like, yes.
Good advice.
And one point when I say I have cancer, a woman here the other night, she goes, "Oh no!" I said, "Wait, it's all right."
We're doing a play.
But the audience changes every night. The reaction changes, the laugh lines change. There's some consistent ones, but it's interesting to see, depending on the audience, which ones change.
Really radically, too. I mean,
Yeah.
really, it's it's been a lesson. That's been a great lesson.
And I just, even in the first scene, I mean, there's gasping, there's almost always a gasp when he starts very slightly slowly saying not nice things to me, like you've never been sexy. It's almost always like a, or and it's kind of amazing that people become that vocal. I see it.
Along those same lines, has the audience reaction changed the way that you've delivered it after that?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think it changes night to night a little bit, because I think with any live performance, you're engaging with the audience, right? You're feeling their energy, they're feeling yours, and there's a sort of give and take. So I feel like different responses and ways that they engage with it change the performance for sure. I mean, I can speak just to a personal moment that at that ending moment where Jason reveals that polyamory isn't the right love for him, I'll get very different vocal reactions, and that really informs the way that next moment happens for me. And, and it's been a very fun element of this show for sure.
A lot of it's technical though, because sometimes you get used to where the laugh lines are, and there are a few that are almost surefire laugh lines, but then some nights they don't, and you gotta step right in. And then there are other times where there aren't usually laugh lines, and unfortunately you're not really prepared for it, and sometimes you just kind of cruise right through the laugh, which is as you probably know, it's a no-no. But it's hard to predict, because it really does. It's a different beast every night.
Did I see a, no, sorry. Is there a particular line that does get a laugh every single night? Like one that's like a surefire? Yeah.
What?
How many root canals can one dentist have?
Also, the one that consistently gets a laugh, it's fun when it's surprising. When we were first rehearsing this and reading the script, the line where she says, someone to call 911 if you slip, I read that as a very sort of like, she's making a really touching and earnest, heartfelt plea for why you would stay in a marriage even if it's tough. And instead that line very consistently gets a laugh. And I was like, oh, fun, okay, wait, there's another thing out there.
The sciatica line gets a laugh too.
So the other goes off to one marriage at a time.
And the biggest, when we're backstage waiting to go on, the first big laugh is when you say, eggs raised by nuns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Consistent.
Yeah, that's it.
I love that.
I like when I said, Diana, you hurt my feelings, but I'm willing to forgive you. Somebody hissed.
And how do you not break in those moments?
Just enjoy it.
I think when I say the cat, when I go, get the cat too, that's usually a big laugh.
Yeah. Has there ever been a major cast break moment, like a moment where you just sort of chuckled in a moment that perhaps wasn't appropriate, but you couldn't help yourself?
No, we're just so professional.
Yeah, I get that.
Ellen almost broke the table over there one night when he slammed his fist down on the Dr. Stang book. And the table kind of fell apart.
With the lamp falling on
Lamp
the
fell
floor.
over,
It was
the
great.
table caved
The
in,
big
it was
piece
great.
of glass jutting out.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, that table is now
Those are
steel
no strength.
reinforced.
Any other questions from the audience?
Thank you, sorry.
No,
No,
thank
that's
you for
okay.
coming. No, we got it.
What?
Yeah, just reacting to the comment about the 911 line, I think it's age related because that's very serious to a lot of people at a certain age.
Yeah.
They stay in a relationship because
Right.
you go through physical changes and you have to take care of each other.
Yeah.
And just to piggyback on that, there aren't laughs every night, but I think it's age related.
Right,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Ah.
Absolutely
But
up
true
on
from the
that.
humor.
yeah.